Because I end every one of my radio shows with, listen, go out and support local New Jersey musicians because there's no finer talent than right here. It's now time to continue our ceremony to present our next inductee. Please welcome, she's such a talented writer. As a matter of fact, she's agreed to write my life story, Big Joe Henry's Silence of a Lamb Chop. She's written over 50 books. She's sold over 100 million copies. That's just right here in the United States. And she's a 2011 inductee into the New Jersey Hall of Fame. Please welcome the very talented Mary Higgins.
I was blessed enough to be invited into the New Jersey Hall of Fame. You can imagine the honor, but it is even a greater thrill to be the one to induce my daughter, Carol, into this wonderful organization. Carol is the writer of 20 best-selling novels, including four of them, I guess, that she and I wrote together, which was an awful lot of fun. She is the reason we're here in New Jersey. We were living in New York in a small-bedroom apartment. I had 2 cots and 1 cradle in it, and when I knew I was pregnant, I knew we couldn't stay in that apartment any longer unless I hung the child from the chandelier. We looked around Westchester, the island, Connecticut, and then when we came to New Jersey, I just knew I was home. We moved to lovely Washington Township and began our life there. I was only there a few months, pregnant with Carol, when I sold my first short story for $100. I have never had a bigger check in my life than that. Needless to say, when Carol was a girl, the heroine in that story was Carol. I named Carol Carol. She said it was lucky my heroine wasn't Hepzibah, because she'd be known as Hepzibah. It was after we moved here, and I started to be writing novels, that Carol started typing them for me, because she had to clean them up for my editor. In those days, there were no computers. She also began to be a writer. She would be reading a manuscript and say, he wouldn't say that. Or you can't kill a virus. Everybody loved her. Her hints were, and opinions were so strong that she realized that this is what she would love to do. And that's why, 20 novels later, and still going, she is a famous, not famous perhaps, well-known speaker and invited to do so many speakings. And now I present to you my darling daughter, Carol Higgins.
Best-selling suspense author and actress. She is the creator of the popular Reagan Riley books and the Holiday series, co-authored with her mother and fellow New Jersey Hall of Fame inductee Mary Higgins Clark. She attended Immaculate Heart Academy and grew up spending summers at the Jersey Shore. So it's no surprise that familiar Jersey references populate some of her novels. She began her writing career while attending college, retyping her mother's transcripts. Her debut novel, Deck, was nominated for an Agatha Award and an Anthony Award for Best First Novel. She has gone on to write more than 20 thrilling mysteries. Carol also studied acting at Beverly Hills Playhouse and has appeared on stage and on screen. She is a successful voice actress and an audiobook narrator, and received Audiophile's Earphones of Excellence Awards for her reading of her novel Jinx. It's no mystery to us that Carol Higgins Clark belongs in the New Jersey Hall of Fame.
It's so nice to be introduced by my mother. It's great. And it's so great to be here. It's such an honor. Thank you to the Hall of Fame, and thank you to everyone who voted for me. Being from New Jersey and growing up here, you just have certain experiences, and you make connections with people. I have to give a shout out to my grammar school class from Our Lady of Good Counsel, class of 1970. We were so bad, the nuns canceled our graduation trip to Lake Apapa. The 60s together. Oh my God. In second grade, the teacher came running into the room and said the president had been shot. In sixth grade, it was Martin Luther King. When we were confirmed, we were praying for Bobby Kennedy, who was dying in Los Angeles. And then it was Woodstock, Man on the Moon, just everything that happened in those years. So I just always feel like I have a connection, and I hope some of them voted for me. Then we went down to the Jersey Shore, of course. Who didn't go down the shore? I was right. Seaside. I remember being on the boardwalk, playing at skee-ball or whatever, and I did pretty well, so I got to pick out a prize. I thought, let me get something for my mother. So I picked her out a set of pots and pans. Oh, thank you so much, she said. They didn't have any jewelry. And then I went to Immaculate Heart Academy, and the head of the cafeteria used to bring her 10-year-old son to school when he had off and we didn't. And it was 800 girls in that school, and you'd see this 10-year-old boy sitting at the edge of one of the tables in the corner, or running around outside the kitchen. And then when I went back for reunions, everyone would say, "Can you believe that was James Gandolfini?" He was this kid in our school, so James Gandolfini, we miss you very much. When I started writing, I had to create a character who came from New Jersey, Reagan Riley. I have her come from Summit. And I wrote my first book, which was a murder on a cruise ship, and my mother suggested the title Decked. And then I wrote about a murder at a pantyhose convention, and I said that should be Snagged. So then all my books are now Cursed, Wrecked, Jinxed, I read one called Framed. You know, just keep going with it. And my mother always says, it helps to be Irish to be a storyteller. But I say, it helps to be from New Jersey. So.
Now to introduce our next inductee, please welcome